this next video. This is a mother, it kind of intersects with all this stuff going on at Target. Some lady, she heard about Faggiato's new music video and she was upset. Not really. But has to do with Target. It has to do with how they had, the bathing suits with the cock pouches. Oh, what a wonderful thing. That's exactly what I want my 7-year-old son to be worried about. It's like, well, hey, Mom, I really want to go, but I'm worried that people are going to look at my cock while I'm in this girl's bathing suit. She's like, don't worry, son. Target's got your back. All references available at louderwithcrowder.com. Target's got your back. And they got your dick. They're going to hide it. I was thinking about this. How they have like the bathing suits with the fucking tuck pouches, the tuck pocket on the bathing suits for the girls' bathing suits. I was like, well, where's like where's the trunks? Where's the swim trunks with the fake dicks? Where's the swim trunks with some fucking massive meat down there just swanging? You want your kid, you want your female to male transitioned 8-year-old kid not to be fucking packing down there, embarrassing the family at the beach? I don't think you do. And it's a real shame. It's a real shame that Target didn't have their shit together. Okay? They're really letting these trans boys down. Okay? All they care about is trans girls. How typical. Go get your pocket cock pocket bathing suit and then pick up a NASA t-shirt on your way out. All they care about is the girls. Disgusting. Crunk says that's like the lingerie for children ads. It is. All right. So let's check out. They posted this underneath that study. It says Munchausen's by proxy, which is kind of what they are describing when they're describing that study and how those behaviors manifest in children and why they manifest in children. I think the Munchausen by proxy thing is a real aspect to this. Crunk says Target needs to put out bikinis that flatten the chest and are padded in the crotch. They do. They have binders. Or that was the last time. Target's gotten into some quasi hot water over this a few times. They do. I guess they had chest binders at one point. And now I think they've taken down the cock pocket bathing suits. Am I mistaken? Or some of them have? I don't know. But anyways, we're going to check out this lady. So this lady, this is hashtag Target, hashtag fail. Okay? Is she a MAGA rapper? We'll find out. Maybe she's just there shooting her new music video.
So I just walked into Target and the right behind me here where you see all these lovely swimsuits, that's where the Pride display used to be. And I came in here 2 days ago and my 7-year-old who's non-binary.
My 7-year-old who's non-binary. You got to guide your children, in my perspective, like allowing your kids to engage in this kind of delusional behavior is child abuse. And it's a complete abdication of your responsibility as number one, a parent, and number two is just an adult person. You're there to guide kids through life to a certain degree. You're there so that they don't know fucking anything. So imagine the kind of person that has to give their child, lead them into this kind of guidance. As if this person has not lived an entire fucking life where they, up until 10 minutes ago, would have thought all this stuff was crazy and weird. Like, that's a little much. And then TikTok happened. And the Chinese government has psyoped all these middle-aged women. Hagbert says, I wish I could homeschool. It's hard, dude. It's tough. It's it's something else. But yeah, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. It's rough out there, man. That's why you gotta talk to them. You gotta talk to them about what they're talking about in school.
Saw it and said, "Look, Mom, it's Pride. Look, they're gonna celebrate me."
That's fucking, first of all, number one, non-binary, who gives a fuck? Come back to me when you're fucking gay. When you're a queer. Non-binary, nonsense. Absolute fucking nonsense. But yeah, like imagine being 7 years old and you're so inundated with this fucking type of thinking, these kind of ideas that you're like, they're going to celebrate me, Mom. They're celebrating people like me. Like, why is this even a thought in their head? Like, what is this mother talking to their 7-year-old about? Especially because this is non-binary, right? She's like, Mom, I don't think I want to, I don't think I like girls, Mom. I don't think I like girls. You know what? I don't like these flannel shirts you got me, Mom. And she like gasps, non-binary. You must be a non-binary, son. You're queer. They got a whole month for you. Are you excited, my boy? Krunk says, what if sister wives were meant to protect women from themselves and not some human perversion? Maybe. That was the path. The trajectory of Christianity. You know, it's just constantly, it's always evolving, guys. Like, you can't just say, like, well, you know, we had some ideas a few thousand years ago and then just stop. You know, things are getting perfected as they go along, you know? Dude, she's like gonna cry. She's walked into a Target. She has seen that they took the Pride sign down, and she's gonna cry. Now her son thinks he's gonna get murdered in the streets. Her son doesn't know what the fuck is gonna happen to him now. Not even Target? Not even Target has this guy's back? And now this mother's going to have to go report back to her son and be like, son, Stefan, you'll never believe. Remember how excited we were? Remember how excited we were when we went to Target? We saw the Pride displays. Remember how powerful that was for you? Yeah, I was there. I remember how powerful it was for you. It's not there anymore. It's not there anymore, Stefan. Krunk says, I mean, the entire Old Testament speaks of the problems women create. So you're saying that the Jews are right. Oh, interesting. Interesting thing to say on DLive, of all places. Interesting thing to say on the internet.
And because some people complained and threw some stuff to the ground, or I don't know what happened, they
threw it on the ground. There was an incident. There was an attack. There was an attack at the Target. Hagrid says, I talked to my 6-year-old about Vikings and cartoons and Minecraft. Yes, exactly. I talked to my kid about fucking dinosaurs and volcanoes. Watching Chimp Empire on Netflix. He's almost 6 years old. He's going to be 6 years old in just a few weeks. Like, who the fuck is talking to their kids about this at this age, at this stage of their life? Like, you have to literally go out of your way to implant this shit in a kid's head. Now, like I said, we were talking when we were reading the study that took way longer to read than I thought it was going to take, by the way. But when we're reading it, you're saying like, okay, I can see how some young kids get like this kind of delusional thinking in their head, but it has nothing to do with their sexuality. It has to do with feeling like their mother is not paying attention to them, which self-reporting through that study suggests that they weren't. They're being withholding and disassociating from being a mother and disassociating from caring for their kid, and depression and all this kind of stuff that's kind of stopping them from dealing with what they have to deal with creates problems in their kid and because it's the developmental stage of their life, etc. So we're going to getting with a lot of young boys, and this woman is probably one of these fucking people that probably has borderline personality disorder, and that her kid had to be fucking raised with her and has developed these things that she is then going to affirm. She's just going to affirm them because she's a fucking monster. She's a fucking idiot monster. Like, what else do you call somebody like this? I was in here with my 7-year-old. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Your 7-year-old should be watching Batman and playing with Ninja Turtles. Okay? Should be worried about their fucking Pride Month. Gay, straight, whatever. At 7 years old, it's not material. Doesn't fucking matter. And you're a fucking creep if you tell your kids that it matters. You're a fucking creep.
Ground, or I don't know what happened. They have moved the Pride section to the back of the store. So the next time,
just like they used to do to the blacks. This is just a new back of the bus situation, guys. Are you just going to let this stand? I need everybody to go to their nearest Target, okay? I need you to get in a car and drive to your nearest Target, whether they're open or they're closed, and you need to stand outside and you need to picket and you need to demand. You need to demand they bring those Pride things back to the front of the store. We have not come all this way just to be putting the Pride flag in the back of the store, okay?
my 7-year-old comes to Target, or rather, I can't bring them here anymore, at least for the entire month of June.
Because we're going to get attacked. I can't bring my kid to Target for the entire month of June. Pride month. Now, danger month. Now it's a dangerous month for the non-binary Stefan. Look at this. Look at her eyes. Look at her fucking pupils, dude. You guys, hold on. Let me make it bigger for you. Sorry. Look at her eyes. Does that look like a fucking well-adjusted person to you that's getting emotional in a fucking Target about basically political propaganda?
Here anymore, at least for the entire month of June, because if they walk in and all the other people who walk in and go,
you know, I'll tell you what, you know who's tore down the sign? You know who came in and started a ruckus? Who's responsible for the violent attack? It was her husband, okay? He's trying to scare her away from Target. He's like, you spend too much fucking money, you asshole. Hagbert says we should crowdfund a case of old granddad and a set of balls for her husband. We should.
where'd it go? Are going to realize that they are being successful in trying to erase them.
Dude. Yeah, they're going to come to these kind of conclusions like, oh my, somebody moved the signs, therefore, man, it's fucking bad enough like the state is out there trying to turn your kid into little economic, genderless, sexless economic units, which seems so counter fucking productive, but whatever. I mean, even for their own, say, Malthusian fucking evil ends, they need people so they can sustain their lifestyle, but they're also climate nuts. They're all fucking in a cult. And a climate cult, or the world's shadow government, are all in a climate cult. The Fabian Society. Watch out. It's just fucking unreal, but it's bad enough that they're doing it, and then the enemy is in the house, okay? The enemy is in the house. The call is coming from upstairs. Fuck.
We could do so much better than this. We're not supposed to negotiate with terrorists. We can do so much better than this.
We can do so much better than this, y'all. Y'all hear me? Yo, this is too much, y'all. I wish Raquel Fevre. Let's see if we can find any more from her. Let's see if we can find it on the internet. Is she like a famous person? There's a doctor that has that name. She, her. Oh, this should be interesting. Oh, she's an Instagram hoe, guys. She's all about the Insta. All right, well, let's check some of her stuff out. She's not on TikTok. She is doing what every self-respecting middle-aged woman does, okay? She does Snapchat and Instagram. That's all she needs, okay? That's all she needs. Crunk says, even I won't drink a case of Old Granddad. Old Granddad, dude, I've had Old Granddad. Come on now. Crunk says, that was her kid in the background. He also says Jennifer Connelly was the best advertisement for Target ever. Did she do an advertisement with them? Like what? Like when she was younger, when they were first starting or something? All right, so these are her reels. Look at her reels. Deal with your hair after a workout. Okay, this is the Target one. Target fail. I want to see. I want to see if she's got stuff with her kid. I mean, I don't want to see her kid.
woke up
Not for the stop. You know what I'm talking about.
this morning thinking about my Instagram post yesterday, and I immediately wanted to get on Instagram and post a silly video of me like dancing around my house in some ridiculous fit of geeked out joy. And
We got over 5,000 likes, okay? She just wanted to let go. She did some serious work yesterday, guys. She really let the fucking creeps have it. Crunk says it was a movie, Career Opportunities. Oh, you know what? I've never seen that, but I have seen the post or the cover for it. So I know what movie you're talking about, but I've never seen it. But yeah, she really put in the work yesterday. She put in the time. You know, she went to a Target, exposed the injustice, posted about it on Instagram. And she just wants to get back to basics, you know? She just wants to go. She's just got to feel like Raquel again.
I thought, that's so strange. Why do I want to do that? And then what's it going to be like for my followers? We're going to see this one post where I'm like gutted about something that couldn't be more important to me. And in the next post,
I'm a stupid bitch. So this is like a preamble for like, I'm going to make a silly video, guys. She's like, you can't do a serious video and a silly video back to back, okay? It's not like she's on Zoobox, okay? She's not part of this crew.
I'm like, woo! Like 12 hours later. And then I realized
I would have been confused.
That's exactly right. That's exactly how I live and how I want to keep living, which is when you are feeling, for people who are feeling oppressed, put down, that could mean by a system, society, that could mean by a single person in your life, a parent, a friend, a relationship. If you are feeling attacked, then joy and finding your way back to joy and fighting for joy and the right to full breath and full self-expression, this is an act of rebellion.
Oh my God. So these people are so like, definitely, you know what, guys? Borderline personality disorder. I'm calling it. Dr. Sean is in the house. My God. What a fucking psycho. What a fucking narcissistic psychopath. Holy shit. This stuff came out of her mouth. She needs to clarify that she's not going to stop being her after that last video she made. Ian Miles Chong spread it all around Malaysia and the United States. Crunk says she has the blue and white hat. Are the glasses pink? No, they're not pink. No. Unfortunately, no. That was a missed opportunity. It was a missed opportunity. She could have had it all.
Whatever your life looks like, fight for joy. It is rebellion. It is resistance. So say the things that you need to say that are hard and name the ways you're hurt.
Okay, faggot. You hurt me. You hurt me a lot today. Knowing that you are a child abuser, knowing that you have borderline personality disorder and you fucked up your son to the degree that he would be scared to walk into a Target because he's not being pandered to for 30 days. I gotta speak my truth, bitch. You dumb fag. You gay.
And then dance the fuck around. Just do it.
Just get to it, guys. Just do it. Just do it. Oh my God. Did she have another like explainer one? She's like, guys, I'm not ready to be serious yet. I'm not ready to be serious. Crunk says if she's a real redhead, then there's a lot of pink. Just saying, bro. That's fair. That's fair. I will say this though. That's the kind of crazy I would fuck. She could probably get it. She could get it. Wouldn't have kids with her. I might even go preempt this situationship with a vasectomy. Hagbert says, Sean, stop being so mean to this cum dumpster.
So in my post about Target, I mentioned that my non-binary child was 7 years old. And firstly, thank you so much to all of you who said beautiful things and offered support.
Offered support? Yeah, I'm glad. She's like, look, Stefan. Look, all these people on Instagram think you rock. They think you rock. Thank you for all the support. But to you meanie pants, fuck you.
Thank you. To those of you who wrote hurtful, disgusting, you know what you wrote. You know who you are.
I can guarantee this. Nobody wrote anything about Stefan. Ain't nobody attacking Stefan. They're like, man, Stefan, you got to come over to fucking... You got to come over to my house, man. Fucking play with army toys and shoot guys in Call of Duty or something. I don't know, something stereotypically masculine.
Boy, was I angry. And I punched back in a post and I posted it. And about
this is like, she's like such a performer. This is such a performance. Boy, was I angry, guys. See, that's the problem with these. I can't scrub back. This is bullshit. Well, let's see here.
90 seconds later, I deleted it because something dawned on me. I was raised by an abusive mother and an alcoholic father who didn't do anything.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Interesting. We can refer back. We can now refer back to the study. Abusive mother, alcoholic father. Two things that seem to indicate a predisposition for developing borderline personality disorder. I'm just saying. It's right there. It's out there in the open. We all know, lady. We all know. Crunk says, so she's Irish, but not a real redhead. Well, she's like a strawberry blonde. Is there we detecting dye? Well, she's old enough. She's definitely dyeing her hair. I mean, when girls start dyeing their hair for, because they're all going gray at 26 now because of all the other hair dye that they did. So they're just forced to continue doing it forever. It's over, bro. It's over.
About it. And so I know how much pain you have to be in to hate that hard. I know the kind of...
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging. I do really hate dumb fucking pieces of shit like you. I really do. And you know what? It does put me in a kind of a state. It does kind of put me in a bad mood. I'm just saying. Crunk says this coming from Just for Men, Maverick Jet Black Sean. I know, right? We're gonna get there. I haven't started. Hold on. No gray, not very much gray in the hair. It's all in the beard and my balls. All my ball hair is gray. My beard is gray. Actually, some of my chest hair is gray. Head? Not much. Not much. Doing all right. Doing all right. I'm going to be young forever. I'm never going to die.
hate that you have to put inside you to numb the hurt.
Now, it should be pointed out how she starts this video. She opens this video by saying, you remember the other day, guys, when I posted that video from Target and I mentioned that I had a 7-year-old non-binary son, and then she launches into this. So she's planting the seed in people's head to suggest, to imply, to infer, whatever you want to call it, that people were attacking her son. And that she's taking the high road right now. What a fucking nutcase, dude.
So instead of hating back, I just choose to know how much pain you're in. Whether you're...
Instead of drinking all this haterade, can't stand it. I'm not going to judge you. I love you. I am mother to all non-binary babies. Wow. Look at in her eyes. Look at those fucking pupils, dude. She's always rolling. She's like, that's my superpower. Crunk says, I knew a guy that used that just for men. It looked like a black shoe polish on his head and face. Yeah, I imagine so. Although, I mean, I feel like it's probably gotten better. Was that a long time ago? The thing that I noticed the most is when like dudes do it in their beards, goatees and stuff. Oh, Crunk nails it. He says, a mother to pit bulls. Yeah, this is definitely the type of lady that would like get a pit bull from a shelter on principle. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. They just need love.
You're lonely, whether you feel put down, whatever it is that you are numbing with hating other people, I want to say that when you can find the courage to face that pain and you get rid of the anger, I hope there are people there who embrace you. I hope there are people there who can love you and hold space for you. And when you are ready to show up as your authentic self, the way God made you, full of love.
Oh, of course. Of course. She's one of these new agey Christian ladies. Of course. Of course. It's fucking wild what's out there, too. Maybe we'll like the kind of the generic non-denominational Christian stuff that's going on right now, where they're just like there's fucking trans pastors and shit. It's like, man, is nothing sacred? Is nothing sacred? Crunk says, quote unquote, rescue dog, Ethan, Jamal, and Aquarius, my boy.
I will be here to say hi. It's nice to meet you.
Wow. Wow. That's blowing my fucking mind, that video right there. That is blowing my fucking mind. This is when she got back to silly stuff. Deal with your hair after a workout. Hope this helps. Hope this helps, guys. Oh, look. More identifiers of BPD. Laying in bed.
So in this episode,
she's like a regular old Diane. She's like our new Diane. She might be our new Diane, guys. Hold on, sorry.
So in this episode of How Do I as a Human Being Get Through the Day,
Yep. How do I get through the day?
I had a great morning, and then I came home, and I am on duty with the kiddos, and it's the afternoon.
And she just can't fucking stand it. She's on duty with the kiddos. Had to get in bed. Just couldn't deal with it. It's just too much. I'm tired. Wow. You know, you don't think it's going to be like that direct. Now, in fairness, are we projecting a little bit because we spent an hour and a half learning about this? I don't know. But it seems like it's fucking, we're like looking at like an example. We did all the research. We're all professional doctors, psychiatrists now, okay? Masters in the field. I think we're ready to diagnose. Hagbard says, Aquarius is the goodest boy. Hagbard says, one simple trick to getting through the day. Gin!
And I got hit with a splitting headache. Like it hurts to open my eyes.
See, when I'm tired, he suddenly becomes tired. When I have a headache, he starts talking about how he has a headache too.
And so my 4-year-old is watching a Spider-Man cartoon, and my 7-year-old is on their iPad. And
yeah, he's on like a Tumblr or something like that. He's on Reddit looking up fucking neo-vaginas. Neo-clits. Like, man, I'm gonna be so much happier. Man, being 7 sucks. Can't even cut off my own dick. My mom's such a fascist. Crunk says the kiddos, all 3 pit bulls, and the child they ate the night before. What a mess. What a mess. Next vid. How to get blood out of your apartment marble. Hagbard says to Crunk, sponsored by OxyClean.
I'm lying down because I have this incredible headache, and that's what I need to do. And I don't feel guilty that my kids are watching TV or that they're on their iPad or whatever, because
Like this is like a narcissist. Like this is a fucking neurotic person. Well, narcissist, of course, obviously, but also just neurotic, just like mentally ill levels of neurotic. I don't feel guilty at all, girls, when you just let your fucking kids do whatever. You know, because she's speaking as if this is something that normal people worry about. I don't think people worry about, you know, if this becomes like, I don't know, a habit. If you have BPD, well, then maybe it would be something you may feel a little nervous about, a little weird about. But she just wants to, moms, listen, sometimes your kids, they just can take care of themselves. 4 years old, unsupervised, 4 years old. Just saying, seems like a fucking stupid idea. Feels like a real dumb idea. She's like, oh no, I've broken the spirits of my young boys. They would never. They wouldn't fucking dare. Crunk says the 7-year-old is trading OnlyFans codes for more Fortnite skins. I don't know. They might also just be reading the news, getting the latest on Target, having a panic attack.
I have a headache and I'm a human being, and sometimes that's how it goes. So, take care of yourself, and sometimes what that looks like is like this.
That's just self-care, guys. Wow. I don't know. I don't even know what to say a little bit. I'm kind of...
Okay, so as promised, here I go sharing my thoughts.
Hold on. Yeah, well, we'll get back to your thoughts. I wanted to look at this one more time, because I noticed a comment and I didn't read the comment. Saman's 1318, some fucking cool ass bro, says you genuinely need help. You are still playing the victim from your childhood, and now you are victimizing your own child. Heaven forbid you let an innocent life be free from peer pressure from their own parent. It's crazy. We used to look at the dad that just wanted his son to play baseball as a jerk, but this is so much worse. Totally incomparable, and because you didn't have your dream childhood, you are taking away your child's chance at having one, all to virtue signal and get likes and clicks. Truly sick. Well, you know what, guys? Based. Now, I would drop a heart on this, but I don't want her to block me, because I feel like we have to return to this well. You know what? She's going to follow. I'm going to follow her, too. We're going to keep tabs on Raquel. Says, yeah, here's another one. I wonder if it's mostly, these are most of the comments. You're assuming people have been hated or they are hating you. That's not the case. It's just other people with 7-year-olds can't understand how your 7-year-old identifies as non-binary. Everyone who's had a 7-year-old knows how their mentality works. Changes daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. So putting a label on a child at a young age is not any better than forcing a child to wear a tutu instead of jeans. Yikes, getting called out even by Jessie P. And she's usually so nice. You accused us of those of us who don't want the pride trans movement shoved down our throats as being terrorists. Girl, stop. Target has been targeting our kids for years. Children don't need to be used as political pawns or aware of sexual attraction / identity in any capacity. Let the kids be kids. It's not about homosexuality. It's about the sexuality, period. Leave the children alone. That's the point. Children have no idea or context for these terms like non-binary anyway. That was influenced on them. You know it and I know it. If my daughter came to me and said she feels fat, I'm not going to tell her to stop eating and starve herself. That's essentially what we're doing when confused, low self-esteem children come up with this "what am I" ideology. It's not natural for 7-year-olds to think this way. Your need for validation is damaging your child, and I hope to see that sooner than later. Broken heart again. No hate. Quite the opposite. Breaks my heart to see children led astray like this. 66 likes. You know, I can appreciate that. Not only people are coming at her, like they're articulating themselves clearly. You got to appreciate that. You got, in the world of fucking internet shit flinging and dumb fucking comments on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, at least that they're clearly articulating themselves and not like going overboard either. They're just kind of clear, succinct. Like, no, bitch, you fucking crazy. All right, let's see what she has some thoughts about.
Okay, so as promised, here I go sharing my thoughts. So this morning I had a bit of a frustrating morning getting my kids to school on time, and then I had to run an errand, and I was frustrated, and everything about the errand I had to run was frustrating, and it took everything in me to hold on to kindness and to be pleasant and kind.
These like upper class middle or these upper middle class women, they just think that everything about their life is just so interesting, and that they know that they've fucked the generation coming behind them. So they're like, listen, guys, just because you're like bad at everything, it's okay, guys. It's just normal. Humans gonna human.
With the person that I was dealing with. And it got me thinking about how we talk about being kind all the time and how it's so important. It's the most important thing you can do, and it's what you should be. If you can be anything, be kind. And I agree with this. But one of the things we don't do that often, I noticed, is want to talk about why. Sure, when we're young, we're told, be kind to other people. You don't want to be an ass. You want to be a good person. You want to treat the other person well. Yeah. But just a little reminder on one of the key tenets of why we should work so hard to be kind at every opportunity. And it is because it's not just for the other.
Because it's personally fulfilling. Yes. Beat and his bet. Beat C. Nisbet. Oh my goodness. She's not having it. She says, and then you make a video at Target and call people terrorists? What? Crunk says she has 2 tubes of hemorrhoid cream under her eyes. Old model trick. Don't ask how I know. Oh, we've all watched America's Next Top Model. We were of that age. That's what girls were watching. So we watched it with them.
Other person. It's for you. It's so you can create the world you want to be living in.
Yes, I understand. Okay. Try something new. True story. Disagree on but. Divided we fall. Oh, divided we fall. Another political one.
Hey, y'all. Yep, I say y'all now. I just want to talk to my fellow Tennesseans for a moment.
I say y'all now, my fellow Tennesseans. I've lived here for about 6 weeks. Yeah, I say y'all now, guys. Deal with it. Fucking deal with it, okay? Let me tell you what I would like to see. Me. this Los Angeles import.
And as a concerned mom and a human being, listen, there might be a lot of issues that some of us disagree on, but I have been talking to a lot of you since I moved here, and I know when it comes to gun safety, we have more in common than people think.
She's got to be an actor. Like, this has to be like paid. Like, this is like a paid advertisement for some like political activist group or something. Some PAC. Like, what the fuck? Hagrid says, bitch, did you ever go to Opryland? I did. Just do shit.
I have talked to so many responsible gun owners who support sensible gun safety measures. This is an issue where we can come together.
She looks like she's reading something here. So she's like a paid ad. I wonder if it's like for like Voices for M. At Voices for M. That must be at Voices for M. Maybe I'll look it up.
Where our politicians can do better for us and for our kids. So let's stand together and achieve these goals. This legislative session ends Saturday, but this fight is long, so please don't give up. Let's ask Governor Lee and all our representatives to come together and do the following. Adopt reasonable, responsible gun safety measures like extreme risk laws, stronger gun storage laws, and closing background check loopholes.
Oh, Voices for Tennessee. I'm like a fucking idiot. No surprise there, guys. Who gets to decide what is sensible? Comments aren't having it. She's been exposed again.
Please join me and so many others, thousands others, in reducing gun violence in Tennessee and in making the Covenant School shooting our last. Raise your voice for a safer Tennessee. And you can also create and share your own video to tell your community and your elected officials to do better by doing more.
Now, do you think this is like a paid advertisement, or is this clout changing? It might be just like clout changing, where she's like, oh yeah, this is like a trend right now, so I'm going to try to get in the trend. I'll get some followers. Maybe they'll notice me. Maybe they'll notice me like my parents never did. Stefan's the one that's holding the camera. Her 7-year-old non-binary son, Stefan, is the one that's holding the camera. She's locked the 4-year-old in the cupboard, soundproofed cupboard, for such occasions. She can't just be filming and having noise everywhere. Haber says, just remember why you moved to Tennessee, you parasitic twat. Exactly. These people move to these fucking places. That's why it doesn't matter like where you live. That doesn't matter where you go. It's coming everywhere. Especially major metropolitan areas. Dude, so many of them look like they're just, it's like they have never been worse. They're driving people. These are these are the pioneers. Headed south, headed west, headed middle America. They're the first ones that are going to get there. And it's upper middle class people with money. And they're going to bring their fucking politics with them. They're going to think about what they just escaped. And then they're going to do everything in their power to turn their new environment into their old environment. It's really annoying. And as somebody who is an interloper, I was born and raised in New England. I'm not a Southerner, but I live in the South, and I live now as an adult. I live here by choice. Okay, I like living here. I like that it's slower paced. I like that it's a little behind the times where I live. But I know it's only a matter of fucking time. It's only a matter of time. It's already happening. Around where I live, they're starting to build developments, and housing prices are going up. They're coming. These fucking people are coming to my small little southern town. Fuckers.
Use the hashtag #SaferTennessee.
Use that hashtag, y'all. Let's see here. True story. This is the best I can do at composure. I'm heartbroken for us. Oh, here we go. Here's another gay one. Here's another gay one.
Hey, yeah, I'm in my garage and I'm sweaty because I had to go lift something heavy, or I was going to take this feeling out on a human being, which I don't want to do. Tennessee.
Yeah, she's a good Christian, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Passed the anti-transgender affirming healthcare bill today. I have no doubt Governor Lee will sign it into law. And I just want to say that if you know me and you support this kind of legislation, you should please find me, contact me. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. And if you're not willing to...
Oh, my God. She's just going to heal the country. She's going to be changing minds and hearts. If you support this kind of thing, let me tell you about my 7-year-old son, Stefan. Stefan, stop shaking the camera. Mom's recording right now.
Hear me out. And if you're not willing to hear my testimony about why I am a better parent for my child than you are, and why I know what's best, then please stop saying you love me. And
clearly you don't. You're abdicating your responsibility as a parent and as an adult. Allowing kids to make these kind of fucking decisions is retarded. Because what they're talking about is the puberty blockers and medical transitioning of minors. That's what she's talking about. So do you think as an adult, like, you have the right to go make a fucking medical decision that's a permanent medical decision for your child that's not old enough to consent, not old enough to understand the ramifications of what they're doing? They don't know what's going to happen in 20 years. They don't know what's going to happen to their bodies in 10 years. They don't even know how they're going to feel tomorrow. Fuck me. I mean, this is just like saying, like, well, I'm a mentally ill parent, so I know what's good for my kid. Like, no, we don't allow that. That's not what happens. It's not what happens, dude. Sorry. No, my kid needed this. We do heroin in this house. We're heroin addicts. No, my kid, 7 years old, face tattoo. He loves Mike Tyson. Not to mention all that cartel rap that he's been bumping. Great stuff.
And please stop saying that you care about my child or using them to justify your willful ignorance. This is my kind calling in to those of you who might fit into this category. Hey,
dude, she constantly gets roasted in her comments, dude. Boomerang Kai says, "Good job, Tennessee. More states need to be like Tennessee. Children should wait until adulthood to have any type of gender-altering care. A person needs to go through their natural puberty to really know themselves. Altering hormones too early, before puberty, before extensive mental health counseling, has proven to be extremely detrimental to the long-term outcomes for trans people. See, I gotta say, they're roasting her. Like they're creaming her in her own comment section, but they're being relatively respectful, concise, and to the point. Trying to illustrate some just sort of basic truth, some sort of thing that is not some sort of, it's not a crazy position. Like the radical crazy position is this woman's fucking position. Krunk says, my mother kept me from being a first-gen mRNA test subject. Oh, no way. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, you don't spend your mornings practicing your twerk in the bathroom. What? Risker gods? Let's see this. Let's see this. Oh my God. Loud. Dude, she seems like a nut, dude. Look how she's really like pleased with herself. She's like, can you believe it, guys? Can you believe I'm doing this right now? Isn't this wacky? Let me see. What else we got here? Everyone in this accounts as pretending to be a social agent. Food. So grateful for my wise Zen friends. Yikes.
Maybe the next stage of your healing journey is just telling more people to fuck right off. Maybe
I love this is like the new like base mom thing. Just tell people to fuck right off. And then like every other video is like, listen y'all, I'm choosing kindness. I'm choosing kindness, y'all. Let's see here. Protecting kids. Oh, they got fucking Jeffrey Marsh up in this? Hey now. We know Jeffrey. Oh, we know Jeffrey. Krunk the Madman says, I'm serious about that. Rare genetic problems. Supposedly I'd be dead at 35, not walking by 27, etc. No, I believed you. That's really fascinating. That's a fascinating thing to have almost been a part of. That's crazy. All right, let's see what old what's Jeffrey have to say? What's Jeffrey doing? If this is a repost from my fucking friend Jeffrey. Raquel says, love at Jeffrey Marsh. Always beautiful, smart, thoughtful, and full of truth. This one in particular really got me. Wow. You know, of all the people that you're going to look up to, Jeffrey Marsh seems like the one that is actually like nefarious. Like Jeffrey Marsh reads as a predator. He just seems like a fucking weirdo sex creep. Like this is a weird kink. Autogonophilia, right? Is that what it was? That was the new thing. Autogonophiliacs. People that get off on you seeing them dressed like women and seeing your reaction. Krunk says, turned 40 last year, so F doctors paying for their girlfriends. Well, fuck yeah, dude. Good for you, man. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it, buddy. That's awesome. All right, let's see here. Let's see what Jeff's got to say.
If you are constantly on my page with hashtag groomer and talking about how you need to save children from LGBTQ people.
No, from you, Jeffrey. Is it from LGBTQ people? In fact, you know, you're missing a few.
2S LGBTQI+.
You're missing some, Jeff. Pal. No, it's you. You. I love the comments already. The comments are already roasting her groomer. Okay, this explains everything. Even this guy, Jersey Devil. Oh my goodness. He says, this is without a doubt one of the creepiest guys on the internet. Anyone who brings their kids near the groomer should have their kids taken away. Base.
but you are unwilling to fight to save children from being shot, you have no credibility, number one.
Save children from being shot. Yeah, there's only one way to do this, guys. There's only one way. Okay, the only way to save kids is to give up your fucking guns. What do you maniacs need all those guns for? What are you doing? There's only one way to do it, okay, guys? And it's my way. It's Jeffrey's way.
Number two, it seems like you care much more about hatred than you do about kids, and you are most likely a danger to children.
No, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking look at his eyes. Like, look at the dead eyes of these fucking people. They're like puppet people. Demons. Let's just say it. Let's just put it out there. Demons. Okay? Whatever black magic this person is doing is why Jamie Foxx had a stroke. Okay? See, look at this. Look at this. Do you see the lines here? You see the lines here? Forms something of a triangle. It forms a triangle here. That's the shape of the Baphomet. And that's why the song Umbrella is evil.
If
Look at fucking Jeffrey Marsh. She's got it all, dude. She's a hit maker. Oh, this is another repost.
So without getting into too many details, I want to tell you that today I had a conversation with a student who's been having a really hard time.
Oh, look, another fucking teacher. Fucking finger tats. You know, I'm not a person, I don't really worry about tattoos and shit like that. But if I had a fucking grade school goddamn teacher with finger tattoos, dude, on their fucking knuckles, you know, it might make me think I might have a think about it. I might be like, well, you know, I know most people have tattoos, that's fine. But fucking knuckle tats, man, and you want to work in a fucking school, maybe I'm old fashioned, okay? Maybe I'm just an old asshole. Not that old. 36. But maybe I'm just old fashioned, you know? Like, this whole package here is off putting. Like, yeah, I don't know. What do you want? How old do you want them? Margaret? You want a 7-year-old? Non-binary 7-year-olds?
Lately, I pulled him out right at the start of the class so that we could talk about how we were going to make sure that he graduated by the end of the year. It was a tough conversation, and I talked a lot about how much I missed him when he wasn't there, and that I was going to do everything that I could to make sure he felt supported while he was at school. And he told me that he was pretty nervous at the beginning of the year about having a they-them teacher, is what he called it. He told me there was a lot he had seen, like on his own social media, and
oh, so this is like a Stefan, okay? This is a non-binary. That's what we're looking at here. This is a non-binary. Real, live, in the flesh. So when Raquel watches something like this, she's just filled with inspiration. She's filled with, yeah, that's right, pride. She's filled with pride. She's like, I turned my son into one of you. Can I have an ice cream cone now?
a lot of negativity about what it meant to be non-binary. And then he told me that having me as a teacher changed his mind. He said, how could anybody feel that way? He said, how could anybody feel that way about your community after knowing you?
Oh my God. I'm telling you, mentally ill, neurotic fucking people that want to seek validation for their lifestyle and their choices through fucking children. It is wild. It is wild how transparent it is. It is wild how emotional this person is becoming in the face of a fucking teenager saying something like this to them. There's hope, y'all. There's hope for the future. The future is now, Charles.
And y'all, that is why things like the Don't Say Gay bill matter. Because knowing us changes things. It's a lot easier to hate us when you don't know us.
Yeah, she becomes Magneto. She becomes Magneto. This non-binary person becomes Magneto. We're the future, Charles, not them. Oh my God. Pronouns on Zoom. Oh, does she tell people how to do pronouns on Zoom? Well, this could be pro tip, guys.
Here's a quick PSA if you use Zoom. If you go into your settings on your profile, Zoom gives you the option to add your pronouns, and you can click always show this in meetings. The reason you want to do this is both to share your pronouns so you can be appropriately and accurately identified. And also, even if you are a cis woman or a cis man and that
Dude, you know what'd be crazy? I hope she's getting paid for these. I really do. Because if she's not, like if this is something that she just does of her own volition, like this is her being an ally, this is her doing the work, we definitely are looking at a BPD here. We definitely are looking at a BPD. No doubt in my mind. We got you. We've become doctors tonight.
that feels obvious to you, you want to make it normal. So it's normalized for those people who might otherwise
Predatory language. Let's normalize this fucking completely unnecessary and weird thing. A thing designed to trip people up and cause scenes. Get out of here. Okay, to all the parents, we'll watch, let's do like one more. Let's do one more. A nap PSA. Oh, look, a pillow. Oh, look, she's in bed. I guess she must be watching the kids. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Is she like an actress? She might be an actor or something that I'm just not familiar with. Let's see here. A pillow, real talk. Needing people is normal. We can't be strong alone. Find your people. Abandonment issues. Yeah, she got turned into a BPD by her BPD parents. Just saying, this happened. We've witnessed it. We've watched the cycle happen. We're like fucking anthropologists out in the wild, just fucking catching shit on our cameras. I'm gonna share it with everybody in an Raquel Empire documentary series. All right, let's see it. A nap PSA.
Well, the last one was pillow talk, so now I might as well be under my sheets. Liz Gilbert said that being rested is a radical act. It's the start of a revolution. I agree. I'm tired. Sometimes I'm so tired, I pull my car into a parking lot and set a timer for 6 minutes, 1 minute to fall asleep and 5 minutes to nap. I practice this. I also practice it at home. I can nap in 5 minutes. What happens? I'm less tired. Try it. Well,
The power nap. Life hack, everybody.
All right, friends, I have a question for you. Whenever I post something.
Nope, don't care. Deep thoughts. Chocolate and vanilla swirl.
I eat ice cream because it makes me happy. I do things that make me happy because life is short and I don't want to miss things that make me happy. And also because life is long, and if I have to be here a long time, I want to be happy. Cheers.
Oh, what just a vile human being. The antinatalists are right. They're right. This has all been a mistake.